Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Stedman Take. I'm Braden Stedman, your host. It's been a while. I made a promise to you guys in the first episode that episode 2 would come out in a week, and that was a promise that I wanted to stick to, and I tried my best to stick to it. And things went wrong. Let me explain. Really, they're trying to shut us up already. That's what's going on. I've been trying to post on YouTube. This is the second time this has happened. They were trying to do this even since before I posted my first episode. Wow. And, yeah, it just seems like, Oracle bought TikTok. That's not going to be one of our talking points. But, now that the big is real, it's getting real. Is real now. It is real now. Get it? Sorry, that was stupid. But yeah. So they're trying to take down my show. They were. We're back. We're good. Nothing to worry about. Thank God. We can't shut up. But here's the deal. We got a big show today. First talking point is going to be about Fairmont, Minnesota. They got a water problem. Huge nitrate problem. There's nitrate polluting the water in Fairmont. There's like a $33 million plan right now to pay to clean this water. Guess who's cleaning for it? The citizens, the taxpayers. We'll talk about that. Then we're talking about the big Ep, Mr. Epstein. Bada bing, bada boom. It's time. Needed to happen. This is going to be a great episode. Let's get right into it. We'll get started off in Fairmont, Minnesota. So here's the deal. The water supply is being hit hard. We got 5 lakes in Fairmont, and right now nitrate's taking it over. So if you look at Fairmont, if you were to look at it from an aerial view, there's fields, and there's farmland surrounding all these bodies of water. Obviously, if you can imagine, that's not good for the water. So it's poisoning our water. As you could imagine. And it's poisoning Bud Lake, our number one source of water. And yeah, it's horrible. And it's the whole place is surrounded by endless corn and endless fields. The EPA safe limit is, what is it? 10 milligrams per liter. But guess what? This is 2016, but still. This is a big deal because it's still going up. 2025, we're still talking about it. It's slightly improved because the reports were released at the beginning of 2026. Over 10, okay? So it's supposed to be 10 milligrams per liter. In Fairmont, it was over 20% higher. They issued health warnings, and there was an emergency, and they had to use emergency well backups. Wow. What you want to know what links to that? Blue baby syndrome, cancer, all from Big Ag, dumping all this horrible fertilizer with all these chemicals onto our beautiful corn and onto all of our oats. We don't have common sense anymore. But this is what's going on. They are poisoning us. And do you think it's on accident? Do you think that the Big Ag doesn't know that they're poisoning us? It's even in the Epstein Files. This even hooks up to the Epstein Files. Believe it or not, you want to know why they're putting this fertilizer on the ground? You want to know why they're dumping so much of this poison onto our ground? To kill us. Because they believe that they need to kill off our population. Bill Gates has said it up on stage, openly. They don't give a shit. They want you to know. But yeah, Big Ag's the culprit. Big Ag is the culprit. Big everything is the culprit. Big Pharma, Big Ag, and you wouldn't believe who these companies are owned by. So yeah, pretty much Bud Lake is, a poison mess. Yeah, big ag lobbies are hurting our land, and they're doing it to kill us. They are trying to kill us off. And it's important, but now it's time. Now it's time for the big one. Now it's time for the big one. So here we go. So the Epstein Files just dropped. We all know this. 3 million pages, over 3 million pages were released at the end of January. Wow, what should we take from this? What did you guys take from this? Well, here's what I fucking took from this bullshit. They release all this shit, all this crap, all these names. Elon Musk gets released. Bill Clinton is on there multiple times. Donald Trump's on there. But there's nothing new. That, the DOJ has already said, no, there's not going to be any new charges. Nothing new's going to happen. Here you go, though. Here you go. Have all this fucking information. What for? Come on, it's right in front of you. Do you not see it yet? They're trying to cause a stir in society. They want you to be scared. They want you to be frantic. That's what they want you to do. Give in. They want you to do it. This is the biggest distraction in history. This is the biggest fabricated story of all time. That's why I been digging into the Epstein Files? Hell yeah, I have. And the more I look at it, the more I'm like, how much of this is bullshit? But we don't know. We can't distinguish it. It's not out there. They don't want us to be able to tell the difference. That also keys into a later topic in the show, which will be AI. What do you think the purpose of AI is? You don't think that they're using it in the government? You think that they just started using it in the government? It's been used for a while, man. It's been used for a while, man. But yeah, Jeffrey Epstein, the Mossad agent who's still alive, sipping pina coladas in Israel. I said it. Shit. Son of a bitch. I'm going to get demonetized. But yeah, he's still sitting in Israel. He is sitting in Israel sipping pina coladas while Ghislaine sits in a minimum security prison. Thanks, Trump. Thanks, Trump. I hope she has a pillow at night when she sleeps. I'll rub her feet for her if she needs. I love you, Ghislaine. That was weird. That was weird. I don't love Ghislaine. I don't love Ghislaine. But yeah, Epstein, that was a pretty decent body double, but you looked at the pictures, bruises were in the wrong spots. It looked more like somebody strangled him. That's weird, right? But yeah, his ears were just off, and just some scars from former surgeries weren't there. And yeah, things just didn't add up. All the P's and Q's were not in the right spot, if you see what I'm saying. But yeah, the island is still the key. The island is still the piece of the puzzle for everything. The little St. James Island, the little playground for all these celebrities and millionaires. God, it must be an oasis over there. Unfortunately, I never got to go. I got invited. I just didn't have a ride. But yeah, it was, they had cameras everywhere. No matter where you were, there was a camera pointed at you. There are 3 million files that were released. For what reason? For what reason do they have all this information? Why did Jeffrey Epstein, a smart-ass guy, this guy didn't have contacts conversations with the different countries' leaders for no reason. This guy wasn't just some guy. This was a genius. I believe Jeffrey Epstein was truly an evil genius. This is a guy we need to look at more. I spent a good time watching his interview with Steve Bannon, and it talks a lot about the economic crisis of 2008. And it really opens your eyes. He was in talks with people in Washington, people in charge of the Federal Reserve, Of course, this guy is evil. I'm not trying to say that he's some great guy. He's an evil genius. And, yeah, these kids, that it's horrible. He's still doing it. He still has all these kids in Israel. Did you guys know he had a meeting with Benjamin Netanyahu? That's a well-known thing. Let me find this real quick. Let's find it. Bibi Netanyahu. You guys seen that video of Kanye West, and he's on I think he's on like the Alex Jones show or something, and he says, guys, guess who's here? Netanyahu's here. And then he brings a net, and then it's a yoo-hoo. Netanyahu. What a great time. Wow, we need to again. Kanye West apologized to Jews. Did you see that bullshit? I'm fucking pissed about that. I'm not listening to his new album. That's a joke. I'm sorry. I'm trying to find this. The big Epstein meeting with Bibi. They're trying to hide it. I'm gonna find it. Son of a bitch. Met with Epstein in 2003. He met with the big Ep in 2003, and and there were photos. Did you see the photo? There was this fake photo that's been going around. There was like, sorry, I shouldn't be laughing. There was this fake video that was AI or picture of a baby, a dead baby in between two chickens. It was horrible. It was like a dead baby in between two, butchered chickens. It was tragic. Okay, here's what we got. That Barak guy, that Israeli guy, piece of shit. Sorry, this is crazy. Oh my God. Okay, here's the deal. Ehud Barak, former prime minister, crashed. He stayed at Epstein's place dozens of times. I'm having trouble finding stuff with Netanyahu, but I know there was something in the files with him and Netanyahu. I'm just having trouble finding it right now. I'll come better prepared next time. I'm sorry. But yeah, horrible shit. And see, this is the stuff that I believe is real, but this is also the stuff that, that it's not clear in the files. They're trying to make all these other crazy accusations, and all these crazy things are said. This name was said. Look at this name. This celebrity's being said. Oh my God, Russell Wilson was in there. No, not fucking Leonardo DiCaprio. Guys, no, did you hear that George Clooney was in there? Who gives a fuck? There were children. In there. That's what I care about. What I care about is, are these people still out there? Why are these people that were doing it not being held accountable? I don't care about the actors right now, the celebrities. I care about the people that are running our government that were involved in this shit. Can we focus? Can we focus on the real enemy here? This whole world has just turned into one big pity party. Let's fight. Why the fuck aren't we fighting for anything? We sit back, we look at the files, and we talk about it with our friends. Why aren't we out doing something? Why aren't we out fighting, showing them we're angry? Show them what happens when you do those things to children. Show them what happens when you do evil things, when you lie to the American people. But no, we don't do that anymore. Our country doesn't fight for the people anymore. We don't matter. Wake up. Wake up, America. It's time. We need to put these corrupt politicians in their place. We need to get rid of these fake plants like Nick Fuentes. That's really... I'm not sure about Candace Owens. I feel like her whole thing on Charlie Kirk might just be one big, decoy. One big decoy because she just really wants to be famous and really wants attention. Because some of the shit she says just sounds fucking batshit crazy. Batshit crazy. What can I say? It's Candace Owens. But yeah, I'm not sure. I mean, Epstein's got dirt all over him, man. All over him. He's a very horrible guy. But yeah, it's pretty clear he was working for Mossad. And Ghislaine Maxwell, I hear people calling her Ghislaine. What the fuck is that about? Her name isn't fucking Ghislaine. Or like, can we get it? It's Ghislaine, isn't it? Like, I'm like 90% sure it's Ghislaine. Ghislaine Maxwell. Her father was a huge Mossad agent. He went and he spied and found out about nuclear programs for Mossad, for Israel. You think that's a coincidence? You think that's a coincidence that Epstein and oh my God, Epstein and Ghislaine were fucking fuck buddies or whatever the hell they were, best friends, best buddies, It's not really clear what they were. They weren't married, but yeah, they're both fucking creeps. Geniuses, though. Geniuses. What a great show, though. I'll be back next week. I'm not giving up. I'll never give up, and you shouldn't either. God bless America. God bless you all. Thank you for joining me. I appreciate you all. I'm praying for you all. Don't be distracted. Remember that the main focus is truth and light. Enlightenment and contentment. At the end of the day, I want you to ask yourself, am I doing this to stay angry, or am I doing this to find out the truth? Am I doing this research? Am I finding out about politics in Israel because I want to be angry at somebody, or because I want to know what's really going on, what they aren't telling us? Ask yourself that question and you will be enlightened. Thank you all for joining me. Have a blessed rest of your day. I love you all.